The greatest air battle the world has ever seen was fought in the skies over England between June and October 1940. It was between the German Luftwaffe and the British Royal Air Force. For Germany, a win was a clear path for an invasion of England. For England, a loss would mean the end of the war. By June 1940, France had been defeated, and Germany was making plans for the invasion of England, codenamed Sea Lion. Winston Churchill understood that any German invasion would depend on the Germans winning air superiority. Command of Operation Sea Lion was Field Marshal von Rundstedt, and he understood there could be no invasion until the British Royal Air Force had been destroyed. The first phase for the Germans was to attack British merchant ships in the Channel, making England decide to send fighters to help the ships and possibly be shot down or lose the ships entirely. The Eagle offensive would be attacks on RAF fighter fields and aircraft factories, forcing England to abandon its southern airfield for further airfields north, making way for invasion. A defense system from Scotland to the tip of Wales, and it detected aircraft from 120 miles away. The newly elected Prime Minister, Winston Churchill, appointed Chief Marshal Sir Hugh Downing as the Chief of Fighter Command. He decided which of the sector stations should meet the raid. Britain was divided into 4 fighter command groups. The 13th Group was in the north and was commanded by Vice Marshal Richard Ernest Saul. His headquarters was in Newcastle. He had 9 squadrons of Hurricanes and 4 squadrons of Spitfires. The 12th Group was located in the Midlands. It was commanded by Air Vice Marshal Trafford Lee Mallory. His headquarters was in Watnall. He had 6 squadrons of Hurricanes and 5 squadrons of Spitfires. The 10th Group was in the south and was commanded by Air Vice Marshal Sir Christopher Quanton Brand. His headquarters was in Box. He had 3 squadrons of Hurricanes and 4 squadrons of Spitfires. The 11th Group was located in southeast and was commanded by Vice Marshal Keith Park. His headquarters was in Oxbridge. He had 15 squadrons of Hurricanes and 6 squadrons of Spitfires. Adolf Hitler, the Führer of Germany, appointed the commander-in-chief of the Luftwaffe to be Hermann Goering, and he was in charge of destroying the British Air Force. The Luftwaffe was divided into 3 air fleets. The 2nd Air Fleet was commanded by Field Marshal Albert Kesselring. His headquarters was in Brussels. He commanded 5 wings of Messerschmitt 109s, 2 wings Messerschmitt 110s, 2 wings of Stukas, plus 6 wings of twin-engine bombers and 40 mixed 109 and 110 fighter bombers. 3rd Air Fleet was commanded by Field Marshal Hugo Sparrow, and his headquarters was in Paris. He commanded 3 wings of Messerschmitt 109s, 1 wing of Messerschmitt 110s, 4 wings of Stukas, plus 5 wings twin-engine machines, 30 precision night attack bombers. 5th Air Fleet was commanded by Colonel General Hans-Jürgen Stumpf. His headquarters was in Stavanger. He commanded 1 wing of Messerschmitt 109, plus 2 wings of twin-engine bombers and 1 wing of twin-engine fighters. July the 10th, 1940 is the day officially recognized as the start of the Battle of Britain. The Germans started to attack shipping convoys to lure British fighters to come and help the convoys and possibly be shot down or to leave the convoys unguarded. On that day, 30 British fighters met 75 German aircraft. 9 German planes destroyed and 4 damaged. 1 RAF plane destroyed, 4 damaged, and 1 ship sunk. On August 12, 1940, the Germans planned to strike the radar stations at Rye, Evansy, Ventnor, Dunkirk, and Dover, At 0840 hours, 16 110s attacked Dover radar and missed. They then attacked Dunkirk, Rye, and Pevensey, and they were all damaged. Later in the day, 80 Stukas, escorted by 21 109s, damaged Portsmouth radar. Manston's airfield was also damaged, along with Hawkins and Lymm. 27 German planes destroyed, 4 RAF planes destroyed, 2 ships sunk, Ventnor radar station down for several weeks. August 13, 1940 would start Eagles Day. The attack started in mid-afternoon because of bad weather. 30 109s, 31 110s, and 120 Yuka 88 bombers attacked Southampton and Portland, causing heavy damage. The next wave was 77 Stukas, escorted by 109s heading for Middle Wallop. They were intercepted by Spitfires. 9 Stukas were destroyed. They were forced to turn back when they tried to attack Kent and Rochester. The Germans lost 15 fighters and 19 bombers. 15 other planes crash-landed. The RAF lost 13 planes. 4 other planes crash-landed. 47 planes on the ground were destroyed. August 15, 1940, 3 air fleets would begin attacking at the same time. The South Fleet started with 60 Stukas and 40 109s attacking the airfields at Hawking and Lymm. Both airfields were badly damaged. The next attack was 25 110s, which damaged the airfield at Manston. In the north, the Germans tried to attack Yorkshire and Newcastle, but were intercepted before they got there. A second attack was tried by the north and was destroyed. By day's end, the North German Air Fleet lost 14 bombers, 3 badly damaged, and 7 twin-engine fighters were destroyed. The second and third air fleets attacked again at 1500 hours with 25 bombers and 109s. They attacked the airfields of Martin Heath, which was badly damaged. The next attack was with 88 Dorners and 130 109s. They attacked Rochester and airfields at East Church and Hawking. Later, bombers attacked Croydon. 24 Dorniers attacked Westmoreland. 60 Yukas and 41 110s attacked Middle Wallop, Orderdown, and Odium airfields, causing damage. 30 Stukas escorted by 109s and 110s were intercepted going to Portland and were pushed back. 71 German aircraft were shot down. 31 RAF planes lost. The next 3 days, the Germans attacked the radar stations at Ventnor and Poland and the airfields at Kenley, Tagnia, and Biggin Hill. They were all badly damaged. 100 German planes were destroyed for 53 British aircraft. August 24, 1940, the Germans changed tactics and attacked the airfields of 11th Group and the 7th Sector stations. Northfield and Hornchurch were badly damaged. On August 26, Debden was bombed and damaged. On August 30th, Biggin Hill was hit twice. On August 31st, Debden, Hornchurch, and Biggin Hill were bombed again. Lesser airfields were also hit: Manston, East Church, Lyme, and Rockford. The first week of September, the same airfields were bombed again, causing most British sector stations barely able to function. The British struggled for existence. A total collapse was imminent, but then one of the biggest mistakes of the war happened when German bombers accidentally dropped bombs on a London suburb. The British RAF was then ordered to attack Berlin. The British made 5 raids on Berlin in 11 days. They did not do any real damage, but Adolf Hitler was so incensed that on September 4th, he called for revenge. On September 7th, 11th, and 15th, the Germans bombed London, causing the pressure off of fighter airfields, and the airfields were repaired. The British then attacked the raids, causing the Germans to lose 56 aircraft, with 12 crash landing to the British, 20 Hurricanes, and 7 Spitfires. On September 17th, Adolf Hitler ordered that Operation Sea Lion be postponed indefinitely. The Germans would soon attack Russia and would now be fighting a war on 2 fronts. The battle cost Germany 1,733 aircraft and 2,600 German airmen killed. The battle cost Britain 746 fighters and 520 pilots were killed. For this alternate battle fallout, we will suppose that Germany stayed with only bombing the airfields and had gained complete control over the skies over Britain. The RAF gets destroyed and has to pull back to protect the interior of the country. The Germans now have control of the lower part of the British skies. Operation Sea Lion begins. The Germans bomb the Royal Navy, and soon the Royal Navy retreats. Field Marshal Van Rumstead would have two army groups, altogether over 250,000 men. His army group, 16th and 9th Armies, with 10 divisions and 650 tanks. They would land in England between Folkestone and Brighton. Part of the 9th would land in the Isle of Portsmouth. Airborne units would be dropped to cover the flanks of the invasion. To the west, a second landing was to be mounted by the 6th Army of Army Group B. The flanks were to be covered by parachutists and advance northward toward Bristol. London was to be cut off from the west and encircled. The fall of London might have ended the Battle of Britain, forcing Britain to sue for peace. The fall of Britain would leave the Russians to face the Germans alone. Not staying with the original plan of bombing only British airfields changed the battle and lost the war. Whether Britain gets invaded and surrenders, or they sue for peace after the Germans win the battle over the skies. Germany knocking Britain out of the war, they now could use all available resources to attack Russia. The USA would now not have a jumping off point to invade Europe. The USA would most likely sue for peace as well, leaving most of the world under German, Japanese, and Italian control.